What's going on? It's your boy O Scruggs. I am here at work, multitasking. I'm working and I'm also working out. You see my desk. This is basically my workout area. You see this makeshift workout area that I do in this office here. You see me sweating. So I do my paperwork, do my other task of my job, and I work out in the office during my lunch break. I say that to say this. We going through this whole corona situation. The reason why I'm working out in the office is because all the gyms are closed. And if you follow my other videos, you know, I then took it to the playgrounds. But now the playgrounds are closed. So that's why I'm forced to work out in the office. And I'm doing the best I can. And it's actually going okay considering what I got to work with. But the point is, it ain't always the amenities, the accessories, the glitz and the glamour that make you who you are. Sometimes you just got to dig deep, take it back to the scraps, take it back to the originator, to the gravel, and do your best with what you have to work with. I say that to say this. I was so hyped up, like a lot of y'all. I was so hyped up for Riley Verzus Babyface. So hyped up for it. And it got ruined. And I'm going to tell you why it got ruined. Because Riley did the opposite of what's going on in the world. Instead of keeping it simple and letting the work speak for itself, he tried to give us all the glitz and glamour. Now, part of me is like, all right, I appreciate you trying to put on a show for us. You're a showman. This is what you do. Sorry, I'm sweating like crazy. But I appreciate you trying to put on a show to the highest form. But if you want to do that, you needed to make sure that was going to work ahead of time. Okay? You should have, I know, look, I'm up there in age too. I ain't as old as y'all, but I'm up there. So I get it with technology. But you should have somebody on your team, somebody around you, whoever that should have said, let's do a test run. Let's get somebody else up. Let's do some type of test run to find out if this going to work. I feel like y'all did y'all test run on the spot and it didn't work. So, you know what I mean? So it's all good to do all that glitz and glamours and try to put on the show if you know it's going to work. So it didn't work. And I feel like now the whole vibe is ruined. Because now they're going to do the rematch. It's Sunday night while I'm recording this. They're going to do the rematch tomorrow. It's not the same. Let me speak for me specifically. I was sweating like crazy. Saturday night, off work, at home, had some wine, had my feet kicked up. Was like, bet I got something to listen to. Because last week I was RZA and Premiere, like I did the video. Even though RZA had some problems with his audio, but it still worked out in the end. So it was just a huge letdown. Like, damn, I waited all Saturday, man. I went out and ran. I went and bought some groceries. I had some shrimp. I had some banging ass garlic shrimp. Had me some Merlot. I was chilling, and it all got ruined. Now the rematch is Monday. I work Monday nights. You know what I mean? A lot of people, even if you're working from home, you know, it's still back. You know, it's not the weekend. It's back to you know, your regular shift. You might be doing paperwork. You might have a Zoom meeting in the morning. It's just not going to be the same doing this battle on a Monday night. And I feel like we missed out on a great opportunity to see two legends. And I had Teddy, even though for me, it's not really it's a battle. But at the same time, I love both of these guys. Everybody that's pretty much doing these, I'm big fans of. Primo and RZA, you know, Tim and Swiss. You know, sometimes I got a dog in the fight. Sometimes I don't. But either way, I'm a big fan of these people. So... And I would have took Teddy over Babyface if I had to choose like their catalog. Even though I love both of them to death, I love Babyface. All right, so don't get this misconstrued that I'm not rocking Babyface. I love Babyface. I'm just saying I was more from that New Jack Swing. You know what I mean? That was a little bit more my twist. But anyway, I'm sweating like crazy. But I say that to say, you know, sometimes you gotta fall back from the glitz and the glamour. And I think that's something that this whole coronavirus, COVID, where everything being shut down and us operating in a different fashion, a lot of it is teaching a lot of us That sometimes it ain't, you don't need all the glitz and the glam around you. Sometimes just keep it simple. Sometimes simple is better. I keep it the sex. I give you an analogy. Sometimes with sex, you ever been doing sex, man or woman, and you try to do some crazy out of this world stuff and it just ain't working. Like, yeah, we respect you trying to put on the show, but sometimes the basic missionary is all you need. Sometimes the regular doggy style is all you need. All right. Sometimes when you try to get too fancy, it don't work out. You know what I mean? So, you know, we'll see how the one goes tomorrow. Hopefully it works out better. Hopefully Teddy keep it low key, but still bring out them banging joints and we have a good show off. Also, last thing I'll talk about, just watch part 1 of the Michael Jordan, The Last Dance. And it's crazy looking at it because I remember those days. I'm a Sixers fan, so I didn't know all the ins and outs of what was going on with the Bulls. I just remember, you know, it being a big thing with the general manager not getting along with Jordan and the Pippen and them. But I didn't know all the details that, you know, I would have known if I lived in Chicago and was a Bulls fan. And also, you know, the media coverage, you know, 20 years ago, it isn't as intense as it is now. You couldn't just go on YouTube or Google or have so many damn different sports shows that's going on. So I didn't know all the ins and outs, but it's crazy that basically a Napoleon complex insecure dude basically broke up the Bulls. That's what I'm getting from it so far. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm sure Jordan and them didn't help by, you know, ragging on homie, but at the same time it's like who tells Phil Jackson you can't come back? Especially, this ain't Phil Jackson with the Knicks if y'all too young. With the GM at the Knicks, this is Phil Jackson at his prime with the Bulls. But it's gonna be interesting to see how this whole series plays out. Like, again, I remember, you know, I grew up, you know, as a teenager watching them Bulls teams. But so far, the first 2 episodes, you know, I really like a lot of that stuff I see in the first 2 episodes. I knew about a lot of that already, and even on YouTube, I had seen some clips of going back at least about 3 weeks now. I had seen some clips already of this program, so some of that stuff I had already seen. But it's going to be interesting, and you know, this is going to continue the debate, well, extend the debate more to people with this whole LeBron versus Jordan, you know, thing. To me, Jordan is the GOAT. He's the greatest player of all time, but LeBron is a close second. That's how I see it. So it's going to be interesting to see how this whole documentary plays out. 10 parts, so we got 8 more parts to go. So they must got a lot of footage mixed in with, I guess, old footage that they went back to get from, you know, because that's another thing coming into. I wasn't sure if it was going to be just strictly the 97-98 season, or if that was going to be like the foundation of it and they were going to have other things wrapped around it. So I'm glad it's not just the 97-98 season. It's the whole foundation of how they got to the 97-98 year. So if you're a younger person and you wasn't around for those years, you know, it's a good show to watch if you want to find out what, you know, the Jordan era was like. Or even if you like me, you was around for it, you just want a reminder and to get them exclusive, more in-depth details of things I didn't know. So I'll do another video on that. I'll do another video on that, as more videos on the Jordan documentary as it goes along and it gets more into depth. If you're a youngin' out there, or like I said, if you're a youngin' out there or somebody that didn't really follow it, you know, you're in quarantine now, check it out. You might start having a different look at the NBA and Jordan and Kobe and LeBron and Magic and everything that's transpired, you know, in them 30, 40 years since Jordan came into the league. And we'll also, you know, do another video tomorrow as far as the Babyface, Teddy, Riley. You know, they said they would do it tomorrow again, so hopefully it turns out better. We'll go from there, you know. Leave a comment, hit the like button, please subscribe, please tell a friend to tell a friend. Stay safe out there. Make sure y'all wearing your face mask. All right. If you ain't got a face mask, go on Amazon. They got them online now to order some. Get your face mask so we can stop spreading this disease and we can get back to regular life and maybe have the end of the summer of something. I don't know. Your boy O Scruggs, hit the like button, leave a comment. Peace.